Xcon Media.
Welcome to the channel. Appreciate you tapping in on a Thursday night, 8 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock Central. We doing a little collaboration with From Setbacks to Success. What's going on with you, my guy?
What's happening? What's happening, G Muddy? You know what's good, man. We got OKC in the house. OKC, man. Yeah, we represent, man.
Yeah,
We yeah,
listen, I'm gonna be checking y'all out.
no
I'm gonna
doubt.
check it out.
No
I'm
doubt.
looking. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, I got a little Oklahoma City affiliation. You know, my great uncle, you know, I never got a chance to meet the guy, but
Okay.
you know, his roots was OKC for as long as I can remember. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
You know, and then we lived in Tulsa for a couple of years. Went to
Yeah.
middle school, Jinx High School for a semester or two. You know, stayed down there by 81st and Lewis, and
Yeah.
I know a little bit about.
Yeah, I see you
Oh
connected with the
yeah.
405 and the 918 for sure.
For
Yeah.
sure. So I, got a little Oklahoma background. So I
Right.
got cousins that live up there. But yeah. So I'm gonna be checking you out.
All right, well, man, yeah,
It's
definitely.
showtime now. This is for everything right here. You know
This
what I'm
is for
saying?
everything, for
Yeah,
sure. For
yeah.
sure.
So
Yeah. Looking forward to a good series, man. So
yeah,
we'll
for
see.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
starting tonight. Yeah, no doubt.
yeah.
But what's happening on your end, bro? You doing all right? What's
Man,
good?
hey, trying to get a step closer to getting out the truck, man. I appreciate it's been a
Okay.
lot of followers. Like, a couple weeks ago, we was 200 away from 20,000. Now we are 150 away
All
from
right.
20,000. So, hey,
Like,
coming from
comment,
somewhere.
subscribe,
Yeah,
share. Yeah.
so appreciate that.
That's gonna be a huge milestone, man.
Yeah, for
20
sure.
piece.
A big
For
old
sure.
stepping stone. So we're gonna
Yeah.
keep on grinding. I'm trying to get out the truck this year, man. I'm
Yeah.
trying. That's all. That's it, man. I'm tired of trucking. I don't want to truck no more. But
Right.
I'm gonna do it until y'all get me across that finish line. Once I get across that finish line, we're gonna be doing some bigger and better things, man. For
Okay.
sure.
Now, speaking
Yeah.
of getting out of the truck, man, I know a lot of people like to speak on manifesting and being
Mhm.
are you a manifester? Do you think that if as long as you visualize it and see it, it will
Mhm.
be done? Is that how you move? Or
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you speak stuff into existence, and I feel like if you talk about it enough, you visualizing it. Like I, for the first time, since I've been trucking 11 years now.
Mhm.
I feel like you know growing on YouTube gonna be one of the many things that get me out of trouble. Like this is the first time I say, you know what? I'm about to get E4D keys back and be done with this trucking stuff
All
because
right,
I'm not in love with it no more. You know what I'm
I
saying?
got you.
So
I got you.
I got to keep on speaking it into existence at the same time, taking the steps that it takes to get there. So, a lot of people been following my channel for a minute. I didn't had the channel since 2018, but I have not been going hard in the paint as I have now in 2025. It's been going all 2025, even on days that I don't feel like it. We here. We
That's
here.
right. All right.
Yes.
Well, we'll just manifest it then. 20,000 subscribers by the end of June. It's done.
Hey, it's done.
You
It's
know, the
done.
other thing, man, I know that you're, other than me and a few other
Mhm,
guests, you're pretty much a solo artist as well,
mhm,
as far as your content and delivery. I know that some people have a formula of bringing guests that also maybe celebrity guests or
mhm,
well-known
mhm.
podcasters. Do you think that's a part of the secret sauce as well to get the numbers and views up on your channel? What are you
Oh,
thinking?
absolutely, absolutely. I'm reaching out to a couple of podcasters with a couple of stories. I think the most recent one I reached out to, I discovered that former sheriff of Clayton County, Victor Hill, the one that,
Okay.
to me, in my opinion, was wrongfully sent to federal prison. You know what I'm saying? Now, only he know what the conspiracy was behind that, but what they sent him to federal prison for, I done been in Man, I done been in a whole bunch of county jails where I done seen folks getting strapped to them darn chairs. If you act up, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? So they didn't put them in the chairs and handcuff them to the chairs and stuff because they be in there doing dumb shit. Now in my 16 years, I ain't never had to get put in that chair because I got sense. I'm trying to stay out these folks' way.
Right.
But you know, I think one of the things that sent them to prison was the fact that some of the officers was sitting them in the chairs. All of these county jails got that.
Yeah.
They all got them chairs. So I'm trying to figure, I don't know. I'm gonna have to have a conversation with him. But I reached out to him to get on his podcast, and then he come over here and get on this podcast to, you know, so we can exchange some ideas and try to bring some awareness.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll be networking as well. And anybody who, again, are watching and listening, man, share this to someone, man, one of your good celebrity friends, well known. We need the support. We think we're bringing good, valuable content to people in terms of a strong message of, you know, staying out the way. Don't have to learn the lessons the hardest ways in life. Sometimes some of us are addicted to that for some reason. We got to learn every single lesson the worst possible way. And if you can just, you know, heed the advice, take the advice of people like myself, like particularly G Money, who stand on, man. Yeah, man, you do not want that life. You do not want this prison life, man. And yeah. So yeah, we want this message being shared with everyone. So for sure, man, spread the word. Spread the word.
Yeah, please do. Because really, you know, and that's one of the videos I made a couple weeks ago, maybe. Why do we always want to wait until it's too late to make the change? You know what I'm saying? Like we want to, you gonna wish you had shared this content. This was the content that might have, if that one person would have heard that, it probably would have changed or at least made them think before they made the stupid decision. So I'm just trying to say your kids, say your teenagers out here, like, you know, I'm just trying to save you, man, because a lot of the stuff that me and you done been through, man, is not fun. You know what I'm saying? It's not fun. So don't wait until it's too late to make that change.
Absolutely. Totally agree. But what's up, man? What we talking about tonight? What's good?
Oh man, boy, it's been some nasty stuff in the news, man. We got my boy Donald Trump, and to let you know right now, you know, if it's Trump or Elon, bye Elon. You gotta go, son. Get on up, get on out of there, Elon. Bye.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All this nasty stuff, he been throwing some shots too.
Yeah.
Oh man, he throwing shots. It's like they never was cool at this point, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's a nasty fallout. But I'm gonna play
run it. Let's see what you're talking about,
man. We're gonna talk about DJT first, man. Let me see here. Here it is right there. Loading.
I've always liked Elon, and it's always very surprised. You saw the words he had for me, and he hasn't said anything about me that's bad. I'd rather have him criticize me than the bill, because the bill is incredible. And, you know, Elon's upset because we took the EV mandate, and, you know, which was a lot of money for electric vehicles. And, you know, they're having a hard time, the electric vehicles, and they want us to pay billions of dollars in subsidy. And, you know, Elon knew this from the beginning. He knew it for a long time ago. You know, I can understand why he's upset. Remember, he was here for a long time. You saw a man who was very happy when he stood behind the Oval desk. And even with the black eye, I said, "Do you want a little makeup? We'll get you a little makeup." But he said, "No, I don't think so," which is interesting and very nice. He wants to be who he is, so you could make that statement too, I guess. Look, Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we're well anymore. I was surprised because you were here. Everybody in this room practically was here as we had a wonderful send-off. He said wonderful things about me. You couldn't have nicer. Said the best things. He's worn the hat. Trump was right about everything. And I am right about the great, big, beautiful bill. We've done a great job. Elon knew that. Elon endorsed me very strongly. He actually went up in campaign for me. I think I would have won. Susie would say I would have won Pennsylvania easily anyway. But I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem. And he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate, because that's billions and billions of dollars. And it really is unfair. We want to have cars of all types. Electric, we want to have electric, but we want to have a gasoline, combustion. We want to have different. We want to have hybrids. We want to have all. We want to be able to sell everything. And when that was cut, and Congress wanted to cut it, he became.
Uh-oh. One of the ones that was. Hold on, my fault. That is my.
And I can understand that, but he knew every aspect of this bill. He knew it better than almost anybody, and he never had a problem until right after he left. And if you saw the statements he made about me, which I'm sure you can get very easily, it's very fresh on tape. He said the most beautiful things about me, and he hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll be next. But I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
Did he raise any of these concerns with you privately before he raised them publicly? And this is the guy you put in charge of cutting spending. Should people not take him seriously about spending now? Are you saying this is all sour grapes?
No, he worked hard and he did a good job. And I'll be honest, I think he misses the place. I think he got out there and all of a sudden he wasn't in this beautiful Oval Office, and he's got nice offices too, but there's something about this one. And I'll tell you, he's not the first. People leave my administration and they love us. And then at some point they miss it so badly, and some of them embrace it and some of them actually become hostile. I don't know what it is. It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome, I guess they call it, but we have it with others too. They leave and they wake up in the morning and the glamour's gone, the whole world is different, and they become hostile. I don't know what it is. Someday you'll write a book about it and you'll let us know.
Yes, sir, boy. That thing that got so nasty. I heard where Elon, I hadn't seen him say anything, but he has been tweeting like crazy. Nasty, nasty tweets. What you think about that?
Watching a stock market show that I use, Yahoo Finance. It comes on YouTube, gives you live coverage of the stock market all day long, free. I really enjoy it. Used to have a subscription to CNBC, but I don't. Yahoo Finance is as good or even better. But anyway, so I was watching it today and I saw midday where the Tesla stock just started dropping. I mean, took a nosedive. And so then they started reporting on the reasons why. And so, yeah, man, this is bad. It has been bad. And the worst, the biggest loser here and will possibly be is Elon. And the unfortunate thing about it, he didn't see it. He didn't see this. And everybody, not everybody, but those who are pretty aware saw that there was more upside in this bromance, you want to call it, with him and Donald, with DJT. I think most people saw there was more upside to the relationship for the president, for Donald Trump, rather than Elon. And there was way more downside risk to Elon, but he didn't see it. So he's got a lot of problems here, man. I mean, he's lost money for his company. His company is nosediving. He did all these things for the love of the country, and the country is not really in love with what he did. Maybe at some point, then we may all turn around and say, wow, what he did with Doge really, really was a game changer in turning this whole economy and the deficit that the country has around. But you know, as far as I looked at it, you know, don't nobody really give that much of a damn about the deficit, the government deficit. They can print money however they want to print it. And that's just how it's been going. So anyway, long story short, man, This is just a lesson for now. We'll see how it all plays out, but this is a political lesson that I think people need to pay attention to, man. Is choose your relationships wisely, man. Choose your causes wisely, because you
Get nasty.
yeah, man. Yeah. So this was a whole, again, terrible move for Elon, man. May cost him his one of his companies. I heard there's a one last thing on this. There was on Yahoo Finance, they talked about this particular fund that invests in companies that have not made it to the stock market, and one of these funds is the fund that SpaceX. You can invest in SpaceX, which is Elon Musk's spaceship company, travel to that company. And that took a dive as well. Yeah, that's been taking a dive as well. So yeah, man, this is bad.
They said the fallout came from Trump is cutting the EV money, the money that's coming to the EV and all that, electric vehicles and everything. So that's where the fallout came at, because he's cut. Man, I don't know too many people that's interested in electric car. I don't care nothing about them electric cars. Not right now. Make them last for a week, and you know that's the only way I'm a try to get one, is if I ain't got to go 500 miles and then I need to sit for 3 hours to power it up. I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
They saying that's the reason why they falling out. That's most of the reason why they're falling out. And because Elon feel like if you cut that, it's cutting money coming towards the electric vehicle business. So
yeah. Well, like I said, there seemed to be no benefit for him doing any of that work that he did, and like I said, all downside, man. So yeah, pay attention. Yeah, pay attention to this. There's a lesson we can learn in all great moves and all terrible moves as well. And this one is panning out to be looking like a terrible move on Elon's part, for sure. Yeah.
It's a nasty situation, but I just don't like how 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, y'all was just buddies, inseparable, and now all this nasty stuff. Elon is saying some nasty. Now he's bickering like a petulant little child. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He even said that Trump is on the Epstein list. That's why the list ain't been released.
Ooh, I'm glad you said that. Yeah, I heard that right at the end of the broadcast. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What you think about that? You think that's a shot, or that's true? Maybe some truth in it.
I think it's a shot. I think it's a shot. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't that little situation now, I don't understand the trafficking. I don't no. I don't understand who want kids. That's number one, but I guess that's a whole different topic for another, another conversation for another.
Now that's defamation of character. If that's true,
you need to listen. And we know Trump will sue. Trump already sued Elon. What, early in the administration? Sued him for like $10 million or something like that. So if that's defamation, they're gonna go after him again.
They're gonna go after him again. That's got to be, that would
down. But one thing about it, Elon is a powerful man. He got a lot of followers. But boy, you're not on Trump's scale, boy. Them folk got a lot of people that's rocking with Trump, and they'll I ain't gonna say, because I don't need them to damn say that I said anything and I incited anything. But we know that the Trumpsters will come out. You know what I'm saying? So I advise Elon to just sit down and shut up somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. Now you gone, you're out of the circle now. Take it like a man, you know what I'm saying, and go on about your business. So
go on about your business. Interesting. Yeah. To be continued, man. To be continued.
To be continued. So what you think about the New Orleans escapes? 10 of them By the way, 10. There is 2 still on the run. One of them is a convicted murderer. He's been convicted for 2 killings. And the other ones, I think they dropped them down to a lesser charge of manslaughter, but 4 bodies all together is what he convicted of. Like this dude here is he's a straight up and down, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Now, unless his case is going on appeal and there's some type of evidence that is going to get overturned, he is a convicted felon as of right now. Yeah, but he's still one of the ones that's on the run, and he is really the main one that they want to catch.
Most concerned about, in terms of public safety.
Like, they want the other dude too, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he got whatever his issues is, but he made a bold move earlier in the week and released a Instagram video. And I can validate some of the things that he said in this Instagram video. So we're gonna play it.
Yeah.
He you know.
GC. What I want to talk about today is as far as why I was in Orleans Parish Jail. I was in custody for almost 8 months. All right, 6 months, something like that. I was in there for theft of a motor vehicle and domestic abuse involving strangulation. That's what I was in Orleans Parish for. Okay, but before I was in Orleans Parish, I was in a jail called St. Tammany Detention Center. All right, St. Tammany Jail here in St. Tammany Parish. There's 2 different parishes, Orleans and St. Tammany. Okay, today what I want to talk about is that I was on 2nd-degree kidnapping, 2nd-degree rape, domestic abuse, battery involving strangulation, domestic abuse, battery, violation of protective order, right? On this woman right here, her name is Diamond White. That's her name. This is a district attorney drop form right here. And she's not a child, she's an adult, a full adult. I was dating this woman. This is a legalized affidavit saying all allegations against me is false. All allegations against me is false. I was nowhere around her or none of that during the timing of the date, which was November the 10th of 2024. Okay, so I was in St. Tammany, right? And I was on a regular domestic charge, right? So they put a parole hold on me because I was on a domestic charge. So that being said is that once that occurred, and the charges was refused or whatever, they shipped me to Orleans Parish where I had more open charges, was the theft of a motor vehicle and the domestic abuse, battery involving strangulation. So once I got at Orleans Parish Jail, all right, I have from the district attorney's office, this woman who they say that I initially raped in another parish and in Orleans Parish is the same woman here. It's not different females. It's the same grown woman, not a child, a grown woman. Okay, she did the same thing in Orleans Parish, right? Correct. I'm about to show you how the system is corrupted. Okay, she did this, right? Saying all allegations against me is false, and she even saying it. You know, she let them know the truth that I never did this to her. I never hit her. I was nowhere around her. Nothing. She got mad and thought that I was dealing with another woman. That's why she did what she did to me. You know what I'm saying? Another thing too. Once I got into Orleans Parish, I was there for like a month or something like that. Okay, a lot went on as that time progressed. Okay, if you was an innocent person and you know the judges and DA know that this person is saying that all the charges that you're on that you did not do, why was you still in jail? Louisiana have the highest incarceration rate in the world for putting black people away. Yes, at the end of the day, in my younger life, I'm not gonna lie, I was causing problems. I was young. My daddy got killed when I was 7 years old. My mom had to raise 4 children by herself, so I had to find a way to try to help my mother. You feel what I'm saying? But as time went on, the person that I once was, I'm not that person today. That is not who I am. I have a 3-year-old son. I have an 18-year-old daughter that graduated yesterday, supposed to be. At the end of the day, that people don't understand that they see that I'm armed and dangerous. I have a heart. People that know me know that at the end of the day, I am a good person. So I'm asking for help from the world, from Meat Mills, Lil Wayne, Young Boy, Donald Trump. I'm asking for these people. I couldn't even get a lawyer. I couldn't even afford a lawyer to prove my innocence while I was in Orleans Parish jail. They said that I broke out. I didn't break out. I was let out. My name is Antoine Massey. The guy who said that I threatened him with a shank, the maintenance guy, how could I threaten you with a shank? If you can't come around me, you're a maintenance. You cannot come on the tills without a deputy being behind you. Because if they just let you on the till, you could be persuaded to bring drugs or anything like that nature. So how can I threaten you to jail you? And why you didn't notify the people, the police, that if I did threaten you, you never did that. Like, you flat out lied on me. Sterling flat out lied on me. And I want to let the media know that from the straight tattoos in my face and things of that nature, of course they're going to believe Sterling. You know what I'm saying? I never told Sterling nothing. I'm willing to take a lie detector test and everything behind that. But that's another subject. Orleans Parish is one of the corruptedest jails. That in St. Tammany Parish is the corruptedest jails in the state of Louisiana. Why was I even incarcerated with a woman saying that this never happened? This is this woman's name. This is the charge, domestic abuse violation. This is about the shit in St. Tammany. Why was I in Orleans Parish? Why was I even in jail? That's what I'm trying to show y'all. That's why I left the jail. And they have a lot more brothers that's innocent, just like me, that's trying to prove their innocence. That's why they ran. Jason Williams, the sheriff, Susan Hudson, these people are corrupted. These people was talking to St. Tammany and telling St. Tammany they gonna sentence me behind this, and telling St. Tammany if they can't get me, St. Tammany gonna get me. You see what I'm saying? Behind a woman that's a grown adult that never stated that I ever raped her. They have a detective that's over the case, that's trying to pursue charges on me because of my prior history. Who I was in the past is not who I am today. So I'm asking for the media. I don't even have a lawyer to help me. I'm asking for help. That's why I ran. You feel me? I'm a grown man. I have kids. I have a mother. I have a baby mother, a child, my children mother. Like it's a lot going on. And that's why I ran. I need help. You feel what I'm saying? Orleans Parish in St. Tammany is one of the corruptest parishes in the world. And I'm asking for help. It's a lot of corruption. It's jiggins, all type of stuff going on, and they covering it up. They don't care about nothing in the state of Louisiana. This is something that needs to go under a federal investigation. What's going on? How they handling cases? Why Antoine Massey was in jail if the woman, the victim, the grown woman, not a child, the grown woman stated that he never raped her. He never beat her. He was nowhere in her presence. This is the affidavits on the date right here. This is the drop form from the district attorney office. This woman when did this. I didn't do this. Look, it's legally dated. So I'm asking, please, for help. Young Boy, Meat Mills, people, LBL, you know what I'm saying? People that been through the system that know it's corrupt. Lil Wayne, Donald Trump, please, I'm asking for help. You know what I'm saying? When I get back in custody, I'm asking y'all, please, to come and help. You feel what I'm saying? I'm asking the world. I'm letting y'all know I'm not a raper, man. I'm not, none of that. None of that. I'm a good person. I am a father that want to be in my children's life. You know what I'm saying? I want to let the younger youth know that going down the route of trying to be a street person is not the route. That's what type of person I am. Yes, I was lied on. They made certain lie on me. All the guys they picked me for him to lie on. I'm not saying Sterling a bad guy, but why did you pick me to lie on, bro? It's bigger than Sterling. I don't know why they picked me for him to lie on, but I never threatened Sterling ever. How could I threaten Sterling or hurt Sterling? He cannot come on a tip with me without a deputy being present. My name is Antoine Massey. I'm asking for help. I was one of the ones that was let out Orleans Parish Jail on May the 16th or May the 15th, 2025. So please, Meek Mills, Donald Trump, Lil Wayne, please help me. Lil Wayne, this is Big Antoine's son that's talking right now. I'm Lil Antoine. I was in your mama wedding when she married Rabbit. I was the ring boy, Lil Wayne. Please help me, bro.
Yes, sir. That's your first time seeing that, huh?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's pretty deep, man. And but yeah, but before I say anything on it, you from that area. I mean, you got roots there. You're from there. What's your thought on this?
I mean, I know for a fact that he cannot. He is 100% correct. The officer, the maintenance man, wherever I've been, it's not even just in Louisiana prisons, county jail or whatever. Wherever I've been, the maintenance man cannot come on the floor with everybody else without an officer. So when was the threat put down? How was they able to put the threat down? You know what I'm saying? So he's not lying about that. Yeah, he is not lying about that. And I think it's a sad situation. The other thing that he's telling the truth about, it is a very, very corrupt system. Everybody know it's a corrupt system. I'm gonna tell you how corrupt they are. It was only recently, right, that they were one of two states. Now we got 50 states. They were only one of two states. I think it was Louisiana and probably Oregon, where you don't have to have all 12 of the jurors say guilty. If 10 of them say yes.
Oh, hold on.
If 10 of them say guilty,
you guilty.
Say not guilty, you are going to prison.
You getting them charges. Whoa.
You getting it. Guess who in there like that right now?
Who's that?
Corey Miller, aka C Murder.
Really? I did not know that. This is my first time hearing that. Yeah, that's
sentence. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a true story. I talked to Percy Miller, aka Master P, Big P. I talked to them. I can get them on the phone just like that. This is a 100%, 100% true story. That is how Corey Miller and it was another one on No Limit. Mac, same thing happened to him. 10-2 verdict.
So no hung juries or
no, not when it's like that. All they need is 10, 11, or 12.
Oh, okay. And it's
you out of there.
Gotcha. Interesting.
And yeah, so they just changed that law in the last year or two. But here's the kicker: they don't want to make it retroactive because they are about anywhere from 1,000 to 1,200 people sitting in prison right now because of that. So if they make it retroactive, they got to run everybody back through the system. And Louisiana nasty, they don't want to do that. They'll rather sit your ass in there. You know what I'm saying? It's corrupt. It's corrupt. And hey, I had my little run in down there. Once I got out of that, out Georgia. It's been Georgia ever since.
Gotcha.
As soon as I had my run in with that system, I got the hell on. That one time was enough for me.
Understood. Question for you because I do want to get a little bit into your thoughts about how he's approaching this, but why is it so corrupt in Louisiana? I know just briefly, I hear the stories about the prisons there. Even when I go to Louisiana, I'll be honest with you, it feels like I'm entering a whole different planet. The culture, everything in Louisiana it's like it's not even in. I mean, it's just otherworldly to a degree, So, but why? Why is it still to this day seemingly so oppressive? And I mean, that's the word I would use. But what word would you use? What's going on down in Louisiana and makes it like that?
I mean, it's the good old boy system keep getting handed down. Like that inner circle, it keeps it. they keep it tight, and they've been keeping it tight for a lot of years. And I think what the mistake that gets made is that the federal government deal with federal stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that good old boy system down in Louisiana, hey, ain't nobody. I kind of like what the guy did. He got to fight the charges. He got to go back and handle the charges because they're not gonna just drop him. You know what I'm saying? But this light needed to be shed. Like this dude been on Good Morning America, the World News. Everybody know now how Louisiana is, and everybody know that they got to open that book up, man. And I just think that good old boy system keep getting handed down, and they getting away with a lot of stuff, man. Like to me, and that's what I see with the state of Louisiana, especially in New Orleans. They systematically try to eliminate black people by letting them kill each other and by sending them to prison forever. I got a lot of cousins. I can think of 3 cousins now. One cousin on one side, he did 30 years. I got another cousin did 25. That's the first cousin. I got a first cousin that did he did 21. He got a son in the NFL now, but he did 21. I got another cousin, rest in peace. He did about 11. He lost his life last year. He did 11 years. Like I got cousins in there now. I got one cousin been in there 25 now. You know what I'm saying? He a first cousin. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, man, like that system is designed in Louisiana to throw you away.
To throw you away.
Yeah. They tried to do it to me, but soon as them doors open up for me, rest in peace. My grandmother saved me. She saved me. When them doors open up, I ran for Georgia.
So get the hell up out of there.
Yeah, I was still on my stupid mess, but I ran to Georgia. I came to Georgia, still ended up getting 16 years. But I guarantee you, if I would have been in Louisiana for the same thing, I probably would have got 40 years for the same exact thing.
Okay. So, man, I want to go with some more questions on that, but I'm not going to stop there. But let's go to the no, I'll come back to that question, but let's just talk about the actual his video message. Do you think this was smart on him to do? 2, do you think that this is going to be effective? And 3, do you think the people that he shouted out, I guess Meek Mill, Donald Trump, and I mean he went hard on Lil Wayne. Do you think that these are people who are going to turn around and give him some support in some kind of way?
Donald Trump can't do nothing for him.
Gotcha.
That's they let the state be the state and the federal be the federal. That I know of. Now, can he pick up a phone in Louisiana and do some, calling to the governor down there? They supposed to be Republican. Maybe he can, maybe he can't. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. So Lil Wayne, Meek Mill is not even in the area. You know what I'm saying? He from the East Coast. It wouldn't surprise me if he ain't even seen this video yet. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne, I'm pretty sure Lil Wayne has seen it.
Yeah.
I think it was a good move because if you trying to change your life, you made a mistake. He took out, he ran or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if you know it's a misjustice and it's really a misjustice against him for real, to me, he made a smart move because when they do, it's hard to stay on the run. So when they do jump down on him, hopefully it don't result in a shootout or whatever. If he wouldn't have been so front and center because of his video, he might have would have lost his life. You know what I'm saying? Now they want him back, but they probably, proceed with caution and try to do whatever it takes to spare the dude life. But I think it was a good move. You're innocent. You on the run. You gonna eventually get caught. This is your one opportunity to be heard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if it was on Good Morning America or the World News, everybody in the scene. Yeah.
Well, I have to say this, man, because I say that I understood that he's trying whatever method he can to get some action, some eyeballs on his case and on his circumstance. So I give him props for that. I will say, just because, to be honest with you, man, and I hate saying this because I really enjoy Lil Wayne, you know, for years as the artist that he was, kind of, you know, didn't the whole Tunchi's era, that was weird to me for a little bit,
Right.
but but I've never known Wayne to be someone who is politically active in that and socially, you know, community minded in those regard. For me, I would have said the smarter move, but again, you know, this is just my opinion. You know, I think Master P is the statesperson of Louisiana. If you're gonna get somebody to get on, it ain't Wayne to me. Wayne, I I, I don't know. I have not on camera publicly criticized Wayne, but I will today. You know, I believe in a lot of regards he used the height of his celebrity to do some bad shit, really, for the community. I don't recall before Wayne, and I'm not saying he's the only one, but it was I would say in that era of rap, I don't recall the South being, you know, everybody on gang time, you know, until Wayne and them start wearing them flags and putting them flags in their pockets. That's, you know, that changed the South to me. You know, it's not the same South in a lot of ways since some of that. That's just my personal opinion. I could be
Right.
wrong. And yeah, I do think, you know, if he has some level of consciousness and decency and the ability to pull some strings somewhere in Louisiana to get some action, I would say this is an opportunity for him to stand up truly. If this guy has, you know, he's standing on legit facts about his case and that he is essentially an innocent man. So, but yeah, man. I mean, you know, my opinion on Wayne right now. Yeah, that this would be a amazing opportunity to right some of the wrong, man. If there is some wrong done here, because again, he sounds convincing. You know what I'm saying? He sounds really convincing. Yeah, in that message. So, but yeah, man. If I, you know, I just don't know Wayne. I don't know him to be like that, man. So we'll see.
Yeah. I think it was a smart move because obviously the two that's still out, they had a plan. You know what I'm saying? I honestly don't think the other dude gonna be taken alive. I think he is determined. He not going live. He ain't trying to plead no case. He, you know, Massey almost got caught because they found out where he did that video from, and they raided it
Yeah,
maybe a day or two later, but he vacated the premises. But they whole thing was like, damn, he's still right here in the city.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I do want to add that about 25 people have been arrested and charged with aiding and abetting.
Ain't a bad thing. Whew.
That's
Yeah,
25
man.
new
Yeah,
felons, man.
yeah, man.
That's some of that Louisiana shit right there. That's 20. They trying to make
Man, that's
Louisiana trying
terrible.
to make
Oh,
all the black folks felons. They trying to make them all
man.
felons.
Yes. Oh man,
Yeah,
I'm that's a mess, man. That is a whole mess. And
yeah,
wow, man. I didn't know that part, bro. But yeah,
yeah.
thank you for sharing that. But that's tough,
Mhm,
man. You know, the sacrifices people, again, assuming this guy is innocent and has been incarcerated or jailed wrongly, the sacrifices that have to be made by people, man, to
mhm.
do certain things, man, that's terrible, terrible. And so we'll see, man. Let's keep
I
appreciate you
think,
bringing this to the show.
yeah,
Yeah,
no doubt. I think he gonna turn himself in though. What he should do, you done made your case. You done played your case. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause unless your money and your resources is long, you gonna run out of resources, and then you either gonna have to do some stupid stuff to catch more charges, or he might lose his life trying to do something stupid.
yeah,
So
and then you continue to have people into it, and at this point, like I said, you didn't played your best move right now, which was a great move, man. Anything else, yeah, I like what you said. Go ahead and turn yourself in and let the
Right.
cards
One
fall
more,
where they may.
one more power move he can make. You
Hmm.
let whoever you close to, if you got a girl or whatever, you let her turn you in and get that $50,000. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how you do it. You gonna get caught anyway. You cannot run. There are flock cameras everywhere. Clearly, you got to use the cell phone. They gonna get you. You might as well you got a whole bunch of bounty hunters out there looking for you. Somebody gonna get that $50,000. You might as well
man.
your people get it. Let your people get it. Turn yourself in with your people, or let your people make that call and say he has such and such spot. Let your people get them $50,000. You know what I'm saying? So
Gee,
you
that
can
sounds too much like right though, man. But I know what you're saying, but I
power
just
move
just
to
corrupt like
yeah,
that. Yeah. But that
you
interesting
made your
stuff,
plea.
man. Yeah. Interesting story, man. Yeah. So Antoine Massey.
Yeah. You made your plea.
Tight.
You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people pulling for you, and a lot of people, wishing that wishing that you get the help that you need. Now you can play your cards right here. You really want to grab the people, you go head on and let one of your people turn you in and get that $50,000 and just go from there. You know what I'm saying? Just go from now you got people on your side. You know what I'm saying? You look even better turning yourself in. Because you're gonna get caught, man. These folk got too much technology. They was right there on the, and it pisses them off that he was right there and they missed him. Oh, they is pissed. They pissed. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Good story, brother. Good story. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What else you got, man? What's happening? What
That was
Thunder,
me,
man?
you know what I'm
That's
saying?
OKC, man. They knotted up
It's
right
about
about now.
that time, huh?
Yeah.
It's on?
It
Boy,
just
I ain't
started.
gonna hold you up, boy. I ain't
Nah,
gonna hold you up.
I'm watching the game, man. I'm watching the game. I'm gonna get down there Sunday though, man. Get right in the mix of things. But look, I wanted to, and again, I don't know how much time. We have 47 minutes. It might take a while to run this, so we might run this on next one. But the driverless semi trucks. Got some good footage on that, man. Got what I think is something that we really need to pay attention to. Not in the sense that it's something that I think are going to just wipe out jobs, trucker jobs, the whole class CDL, but I do believe it is going to be a thing, in a certain segments of the industry. And the reason why I believe that are for several different reasons now, and those are some of the reasons that I wanted to discuss. And then with that, there's a leader in the space right now, and it's a company. It's publicly traded. The current share price or stock price for those who like to buy stocks and invest in companies and catch them early, like this one is still relatively early. It's currently trading under $6 a share. So, am I breaking up?
Bad connection. There it is. All right.
When did I break up? Okay. Can you hear me?
Is it my
I can hear you. Yeah, but you kind of froze there, I think, for a minute.
Yeah, it might be my Wi-Fi while I'm playing.
Well, we can wrap it up. Like I said, man, we can talk about this on the next one. But yeah, driverless trucks, man. This is something that I think, given that we have experience in the truck driving in the industry, I think this is a thing that we really need to pay attention to, but also potentially put some money and invest in, because the one thing that we do know, that change and evolution in our society is going to happen whether we like it or not. We've seen, you know, the evolution of streaming. You know, it went from Blockbuster Video, from renting VHS tapes to
Netflix.
Redbox to Netflix. We've seen the evolution of a Walmart and a Sam's Club, took Kmart out and all those little other mom and pop stores out. We saw in our lifetimes Bitcoin and Amazon. There are all these things that we've seen happen, and we watched it and may have consumed it, but I'm not sure that we took the time and the interest to invest in. And these were opportunities that we knew were happening, and we saw that people were leaving maybe other things that they were doing in other places they were spending money, and started spending their money in these places. We saw the evolution. It's just unfortunate a lot of us didn't take the time to put the money aside to invest in these opportunities. And I think, you know, this is one opportunity that I've seen that I've identified in trucking that I think is a good opportunity to consider investing in. So we can talk about that if you're interested on next. This McDonald's. Is that you?
Yeah. That's a play. That's a definite play. Because listen, man, whatever it take to get that bag, I'm down. I'm down with all of the legal versions of getting that bag. So
the legal versions of getting the bag, for sure. But yeah, man, it's good talking to you as always, brother.
For sure. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it on up. I want to give a quick update though on Mike C for those who caught the live last week. He was having the episode. He did call me the next day and told me what the deal was. And so he's doing much better, and he says he wants to come back on the show. And
that's what's up.
And you know, talk more about finance. So if you caught the stream last week, he is all right now.
That's what's up, man. That was great to hear, man. And he did reach out afterwards to let me know. And and he said he wasn't tripping, you know, because I had it put up on my channel, the interview, and I was like, bro, if you didn't feel comfortable with it, I could take the video down. And he said, nah, it's the real. That's what's, you know, what my life is really like. So yeah, you keep that up. So yeah, it's for sure.
For sure. All right, well, let's go. I'm about to go check out OKC because I missed it. You watching it? I need to go over there and see it too.
Yeah, we already up on these boys 19-13. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All
right. Hey, but
let's
yeah, man.
Next Thursday, 8
for sure.
7 o'clock Central. We
like,
y'all tapping
comment,
in.
subscribe,
share that. Please share
20,000 subs by the end of June. Let's get it.
150 away.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning into Xcon Media. Go right ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hurry up!